نحن خلقناكم فلولا تصدقون.
We created you, if only you would believe.
أفرأيتم ما تمنون.
Have you seen what you ejaculate?
أأنتم تخلقونه أم نحن الخالقون.
Is it you who create it, or are we the creator?
نحن قدرنا بينكم الموت وما نحن بمسبوقين.
We have decreed death among you, and we will not be outstripped.
على أن نبدل أمثالكم وننشئكم فيما لا تعلمون.
In replacing you with your likes, and transforming you into what you do not
the
know.
mucus. Some sperm remain behind, caught in the folds of the cervix, but they may later continue the journey as a backup to the first group. Inside the uterus, muscular uterine contractions assist the sperm on their journey toward the egg. However, resident cells from the woman's immune system, mistaking the sperm for foreign invaders, destroy thousands more. Next, half the sperm head for the empty fallopian tube, while the other half swim toward the tube containing the unfertilized egg. Now, only a few thousand remain. Inside the fallopian tube, tiny cilia push the egg toward the uterus. To continue, the sperm must surge against this motion to reach the egg. Some sperm get trapped in the cilia and die. During this part of the journey, chemicals in the reproductive tract cause the membranes covering the heads of the sperm to change. As a result, the sperm become hyperactive, swimming harder and faster toward their destination. At long last, the sperm reach the egg. Only a few dozen of the original 300 million sperm remain. The egg is covered with a layer of cells called the corona radiata. The sperm must push through this layer to reach the outer layer of the egg, the zona pellucida. When sperm reach the zona pellucida, they attach to specialized sperm receptors on the surface, which triggers their acrosomes to release digestive enzymes, enabling the sperm to burrow into the layer. Inside the zona pellucida is a narrow, fluid-filled space just outside the egg cell membrane. The first sperm to make contact will fertilize the egg. After a perilous journey and against incredible odds, a single sperm attaches to the egg cell membrane. Within a few minutes, their outer membranes fuse and the egg pulls the sperm inside. This event causes changes in the egg membrane that prevent other sperm from attaching to it. Next, the egg releases chemicals that push other sperm away from the egg and create an impenetrable fertilization membrane. As the reaction spreads outward, the zona pellucida hardens, trapping any sperm unlucky enough to be caught inside. Outside the egg, sperm are no longer able to attach to the zona pellucida.
ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من سلالة من طين.
We created man from an extract of clay.
ثم جعلناه نطفة في قرار مكين.
Then we made him a seed in a secure repository.
ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين.
Then we developed the seed into a clot. Then we developed the clot into a lump. Then we developed the lump into bones. Then we clothed the bones with flesh. Then we produced it into another creature. Most blessed is God, the best of creators.
ثم إنكم بعد ذلك لميتون.
Then, after that, you will die.
ثم إنكم يوم القيامة تبعثون.
Then, on the day of resurrection, you will be resurrected.
Embryo begins to resemble a human being. In weeks 9 through 12, sexual differentiation continues. Buds for all 20 temporary teeth are now laid down, and the digestive system shows activity. In this stage, the head makes up nearly half the size of the fetus. The face and neck are well formed, and the urogenital tract completes its development. Red blood cells are produced in the liver, and urine begins to be produced and excreted. The fetal gender can be determined by week 12 using an ultrasound, which will also reveal limbs that are long and thin and digits that are well formed. In weeks 13 through 16, a fine hair called lanugo develops on the head. The fetal skin is almost transparent as bones become harder. The fetus makes active movements, and sucking motions are made with the mouth. The fetus swallows amniotic fluid, and external genitalia are recognizable at this stage. Fingernails and toenails are also present as the fetus's weight quadruples. It is usually during this phase that fetal movement, also known as quickening, is detected by the mother. Weeks 17 through 20 show a rapid brain growth with fetal heart tones that can be heard with a stethoscope. The kidneys will continue to secrete urine into the amniotic fluid. The vernix caseosa, which is a white greasy film, now covers the fetus. The eyebrows and head hair may appear, and brown fat is deposited to help maintain the fetus's temperature. Muscles are well developed, and nails are present on both fingers and toes. During weeks 21 through 24, eyebrows and eyelashes are well formed. The fetus has a hand grasp and startle reflex. Alveoli begin forming at the lungs, and skin remains translucent and red. The eyelids still remain sealed, and the lungs begin to produce surfactant. During weeks 25 through 28, the fetus reaches a length of about 15 inches. There is a rapid development of the brain, and eyelids are able to open and close. The nervous system is now able to control some of the functions of the fetus. Fingerprints are also set. Subcutaneous fat is now visible under the skin. Blood formation shifts from the spleen to bone marrow, and the fetus usually assumes a head-down position. In weeks 29 to 32, there is a rapid increase in the amount of body fat. There is an increased central nervous system control over body functions, and rhythmic breathing is now established. However, the lungs are not fully mature. Pupillary light reflex is now present, and the fetus stores iron, calcium, and phosphorus. During weeks 33 through 38, the testes are in the scrotum of the male fetus. Lanugo begins to disappear. The fetus has a good strong hand grasp reflex and increases in body fat. Earlobes are formed and firm. Fingernails reach the end of the fingertips, and small breast buds are present on both sexes. The mother supplies the fetus with antibodies against disease. The fetus is considered